Tashkent is a majestic Central Asian capital, full of luxurious and newly built pieces of the Islamic style architecture, made of snow-white marble and with bright turquoise-colored domes. They are mostly used for public purposes, representing government buildings, national banks and museums. Tashkent, with a population of approximately 5 million people, is the capital of Uzbekistan, a 29 million post-Soviet nation, officially independent from the communist rule for the last 23 years. At the same time, it still holds the old remnants and relics of the former Soviet dominion, which intertwine peculiarly into the city atmosphere in the form of old and square apartment blocks still in use, former public buildings with a weird geometry, solemn monuments, and even the elegant palaces of the former Russian Tsar. This moderately Muslim capital clearly keeps the reminders of the former Soviet and predominantly Russian rule. You can still feel it looking at the faces of Russian people around, who behave as comfortably on the streets of Tashkent as the ethnic Uzbeks, now predominant part in the population of this country. At the same time, typically Russian traditions and folklore is something very familiar. Native Uzbek traditions and customs, mostly prohibited during the Soviet times, are now widely practiced. You can see modern and Western style dressed youth walking side by side with the older generations, wearing more traditional and conservative Muslim style clothes. Children play happily among the remains of different epochs, having no concerns over all the difficulties their motherland is trying to overcome, building its way into the future, and still surrounded from all sides with the reminders of its not less complicated past.